let's talk about foreign films. We're gonna start our dive into that with a film called Goodbye Dragon Inn. And the reason why I'm a little high pitched with this is because there's like 5% talking. Okay, I'm not even gonna say dialogue, and 95% introspection. Let's just put it at that. Let's begin this journey. 3, 2, 1. Goodbye Dragon Inn. Ming-liang, 2003. The concept of this film, if you decide to tell your friend or your colleague or legit a stranger you meet on the bus who's like, recommend me a film. It's a film about people watching film, but it's not necessarily that. The main core of it is about communication. Goodbye Dragon Inn is about this theater's last day being active and their last showcase, which is a film called Dragon Inn by director King Hu. This is an actual film. It's a great action movie with a great ending featuring these good guys facing off against Asian Donald Trump, and pretty good. But you're not gonna focus on that. You're gonna focus on something incredibly minute: movement. Now, movement as communication is something that is seen everywhere. Communication is an art form. If you can do it subtly, in a space of silence, you know you've done something right. Goodbye Dragon Inn is a perfect film to get into if you want to have a feel for foreign film and you want to have a feel for art house film. Because though people hardly talk, the communication is centered around movement. What do I mean by this? Shots are very static, yet the movement is not. You'll have people seated, and the second they make a movement, whether they're looking around or looking at someone or reacting to someone else's movement, it speaks volumes toward how we as humans do communication. It talks about a world where we're pretty much listless and we don't have anywhere to go, so we try to find meaning in these little things. And there are people here in this theater who, though they don't have stories necessarily, you can craft them up based on how they feel toward other people. You will have the loner sitting, enjoying the movie. Pretty basic. But then you'll have something more advanced. You'll have a loner sitting 2 seats away from someone. But when they start to look, the loner looks at this other person. It's like, wow, connection. Wow, that's so easy. It's more of an art house film because it crafts silence as action. There are some films out there that do this literally, and then there are some films out there that take it to extremes. But at the end of the day, there's a concept to be had, and the reason why I'm recommending Goodbye Dragon Inn is because there's hardly any dialogue. You don't need to pay attention to subtitles more than 50% of the time. What you're paying attention to is a world different than yours, and yet you can relate to this world because you can relate to these people. They're just like us. It's almost like our listlessness is they're watching this film. We as humans are pretty listless. They as viewers in that theater are pretty listless as well. The employees, the actual theater goers, they're searching for meaning in this decrepit place, and you can pretty much relate that to here. I don't mean necessarily an American theater or anything like that, but just this feeling that life is moving on, there's something going on in front of you, and yet, where am I? That's the thing about foreign film. There's nothing different about relaying a message that is universal. Where are we? What are we doing? I think we're just searching for communication. Like these theater goers, like these employees. And at the end of the day, once everything closes down, it's like, what's next? We are the theater goers. Check out Goodbye Dragon Inn. Understand that captions are going to be there. But as long as you can dive into this new world, this foreign world, you are more or less set. That's episode 1 of Foreign Film Forays. Take care.